Good morning, good morning. Welcome to Breakfast with Beverly. Breakfast with Beverly is not sponsored by Dunkin' Donuts, but it just happens to be what I had this morning. Sitting in a parking lot, waiting for an appointment. Couldn't record on my camera because I'll tell you in a minute.
Anywhere you go, get it on. Anywhere you say, anywhere.
Right, so I just arrived to my appointment and I go to film, and guess what? There is no card in my camera. I was doing a test yesterday, trying to teach myself how to edit green screen in my video editor software. And so I put up my green screen and I jump on camera real quick to record maybe about 2 to 4 minutes worth of video. Took the card out of the camera, stuck it in the computer, and the card is still in the computer. So I am not able to record with my camera right now. By the way, this is the camera that I record with. This is the Canon EOS Mark 250. This is about a $700 camera, plus all of my accessories to go with it. It's really expensive, but well worth it, because my very first DSLR camera that I bought was a Nikon. It was a Nikon 3300, which, is several years old now, but worked really, really well with me trying to learn, the basics of photography. But when I started to film video, with Breakfast with Beverly, then that camera didn't have an LCD. So I basically, was filming and I didn't know whether I was in focus or whether I was even in the frame, or any of that. So I set my eyes on a camera that had an LCD. And then I think I had researched, and the Nikon 3500, I think, is the next version of the Nikon that offered the LCD option. But, Nikon cameras are like huge. Like, they are just like, they have big bodies. And I wanted something that was a little slimmer, a little lighter, and so I saw this online, and I just really fell in love with this. So I really wanted this one, and it works really well. One, because I think the other thing too that I was looking for was the autofocus, which is really important when you're videoing, and just when you're wanting to record videos and things like that. Like, you don't want to have to, constantly be adjusting the camera and stuff yourself. So this had the autofocus, and I can't remember. I don't think that Nikon had the autofocus. Maybe it did, maybe it didn't. But I don't know. It had a big body, so it kind of, I kind of wanted to streamline things a little bit, because with filming and always having to have your cameras with you, which you don't always have to, but if you're filming like certain content and stuff like that, you don't want to miss an opportunity to capture certain things, and so you should definitely have something with you all the time. Now, last night I was trying to organize my stuff, and I just have so much stuff. I have the Nikon 33. I have this. I also have a video recorder. have cell phones. So I didn't have my card in this camera, so I was forced to record this on my iPhone. And I have a really old iPhone. It's like an iPhone 8 Plus. And I don't like to use it because for whatever reason the sound is always like messed up and kind of muffled. So and I have a Motorola something. I don't even remember what model that Motorola is, but that records video so beautiful. And that's usually what I use to film in the car. But I don't even have that today. I usually keep that in my bag because that is the go-to. Like, it's just so light to just pull out a phone, stick it in the pop socket holder, and sit and talk to you guys. But I don't even have that today. Like, I don't know. Like, today was just... I'm just thrown off today. One, because I've been walking, and I usually go walking around 7:30. But I had an appointment today at 9:20, which is only 9 o'clock right now. But I needed to leave home by 8:20. And usually when I go walking, I'm done by 8 o'clock. So I'm thinking, oh, well, 20 minutes is not going to be enough time for me to jump in the shower, change clothes, and get out the door. So I rushed out the door to do my walking. I walked for maybe about 15 minutes, which was only 2 times around my, I don't know what you call it, but I've kind of given myself a path to walk. And I usually do 3 times and then a stretch in a different direction. But this morning I was only able to do 2. I was only able to do 2, so I didn't do the third, and I didn't do the extra stretch because I was concerned about time. So I figured if I get out and walk and maybe do half, maybe 15 minutes, that would be good enough. So, and then I heard the grandbaby was up, which was unusual because she usually doesn't get up till after 8 o'clock. But I know that she likes to be outdoors, so I swooped her up and we rushed out the door to do a little bit of walking this morning and rushed back in the house, jumped in the shower and got out the door. And it doesn't take me that long to get to where I need to go. But, I never know what traffic is going to be like because this isn't my regular route. So I don't come out here very often. So I wanted to make sure that I didn't run into any traffic, that there wasn't any accidents or backup or anything like that. And then plus, with being short on time, I wasn't able to have my protein drink this morning. So I had plenty of time to go by Dunkin' Donuts, and I got my nice little caramel latte that I haven't had in such a long time. Oh my God, and it's so good. So, so I was thinking that I would just get out here and I would walk the parking lot for a few minutes until my appointment, but it's cloudy. Drizzling a little bit, so I'm not going to do that. And then I figured I would just sit and talk to you guys for a little bit. And I don't even have a card, but I got the cell phone, so hopefully the volume and the sound quality is okay. I'm not exactly sure, but I'm just disgusted. I was talking to a guy. I was about to say my boyfriend. I was talking to a guy. I was talking to someone the other day, and we were talking about versions of the iPhone, and he has the 12 Plus, so the 12 Max, and I still have the 8 Plus, and I don't know, cell phone wise it works because there's not a whole lot that I do on my cell phone other than text message, take phone calls, and watch YouTube, to be honest. But but I probably should upgrade soon. I'll look into that. I don't know. I just feel like $1,000 is just too much to spend on a cell phone. You know, I've never spent more than $200 on a cell phone, and even this cell phone, when I got it, my daughter bought it as a gift, which was I think like $300 and some dollars, which you know is really expensive. But I may need to upgrade soon. I may need to look into some options for upgrade. But for now, I'm just hoping that it works and that it continues to work. I like the fact that between my iPhone, my Apple Watch, and my iPad, that all those things, you know, seem to work together. You don't have to worry about, you know, your stuff being all over the place. And to be perfectly honest, like I get confused using Apple stuff, Apple products, and then my Motorola is Android, and then I have a iPhone 11 that I'm using for work that is completely different from the 8 Plus. It doesn't even have the little home button thing, so I get confused. And then a lot of times I'm entering in my work password for my personal phone, and it's just all confusing. But anyway, I don't have my card. I'm a little disappointed, but I'm glad I had my old Apple iPhone 8 Plus to be able to record this stuff and talk to you guys for a minute.
Anywhere you go, you belong.